I have two terms on this side, but they're both variable terms. So what do I do with that? When I have two of the same type of like terms, I can combine those. Now when I combine a negative 4x and a negative 6x, that's like saying negative 4x plus negative 6x. And that gives me negative 10x. On the left side, I have my minus 20. So this ends up being a one-step equation. And I solve that by division. I'm going to divide by negative 10. Remember, I'm trying to get this variable by itself. Divide by negative 10 on both sides. That gives me 2 equals x, or x equals 2. They're not always as difficult as they appear. Okay, let's look at number 8 together. Again, I'm trying to get to a variable term and a constant term on each side. So 2 terms on each side, one with a variable, one without. This side is ready to go. Negative 18 minus 6x. This side is not. I have some parentheses I need to get rid of. I do that by multiplying everything in the parentheses by what's on the outside. So 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times a positive 3x is positive 18x. Now they're ready to go. I need to find my smallest rock. And in this case, it's negative 6x. That's going to be the easiest one to move. So I'll do that by adding 6x. Add 6x. And see how I'm keeping things lined up so I don't get confused as to where I'm working? When I combine these two, that leaves me a negative 18 on the left. A 6 comes down, and then I need to combine 18, positive 18, and positive 6. And that gives me 24. I get a positive 24x. Now I have a two-step equation. All I need to do is subtract 6, subtract 6. A negative 18 combined with a negative 6. When I add those, I get, I'm going to come over here so I have more room. I get negative 24. Get my pencil going again. I get a negative 24 on the left and a 24x on the right. Now it's division. Divide by 24, divide by 24. A negative 24 divided by a positive 24 is a negative 1 equals x. So x equals negative 1. Okay, moving along to number 9. A little cleanup on the right side. This side's ready to go. I have a variable term and a constant term. So I'll just write those down. 5n plus 34. Now I need to distribute to clear these parentheses. So a negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. A negative 2 times a negative 7n. Negative times a negative is a positive. So I get 14n. Now I've got the two terms that I need on each side. I can start moving my variables to get them on the same side. Now 5n is smaller than 14n, so I'm going to subtract it to move it over to this side. Subtract from here, I have to subtract from here. That leaves me with 34 on this side, negative 2, and then I'm going to combine. Sorry, I added. I need to subtract from here. So a positive 14 combined with a negative 5 is a positive 9n. Now it's a two-step equation. Addition and subtraction, got to move this 2, add 2, add 2. That gives me 36 on this side. And these go away, and I have 9n on the right. So when I divide by 9, what do I get? I get 3 equals n, or n equals 3. Okay, I'm going to leave number 10 for you to do by yourself because I'm running short of time on the video. I'm going to move on to some of the word problems since that seems to be a difficulty for us as well. Now you need to read these carefully and just write the math as the words tell you to. This one is simple. It says twice a number. That would be twice some number that we don't know. We'll call it x. Plus 4 equals 12. Is means equals. Okay, that's a two-step equation. I'm going to leave that for you to solve. I'll go ahead and solve it. Okay. What do we do first? We're trying to get this x by itself. So we need to subtract our 4, subtract our 4. That leaves us 8 on this side. 2x comes down. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Our x is 4. So the number is 4. You can plug that back in and check it just to make sure you've gotten the right number. Okay, the next problem. 7 more than 4 times a number is 11. Okay, 7 more than means at some point we're going to add 7 to something else. Okay? So what are we going to add it to? Well, it says 7 more than 4 times a number, so we need to start with 4 times a number. Once we've got that, then we add our 7 because it says 7 more than this. So 7 more than that looks like this. So 4x plus 7 is 11. Again, two-step equation. Subtract 7, 4x, 4x equals 1. I know I went fast. You can stop the video and try that on your own and make sure that you get 1. Okay, next problem. 1 less than twice a number is 9. Now these are the ones that give you problems. I've noticed when it's more than or less than, you get confused as to which one goes first. It's not always the first thing that you see in the sentence. You have to read the sentence and understand what it's saying. This is saying 1 less than twice a number. So we've got to start with twice a number. Now, how do we get 1 less than 2x? Well, we subtract 1. So 1 less than twice a number looks like this. And then what does it equal? Remember, is equal. It equals 9. So 1 less than twice a number is 9, looks like this. Now we solve. Plus 1, 2x is 10, x is 5. Again, stop the video, work that slowly, come back and make sure you've done it correctly. Okay, last problem like this. We have 5 times a number is decreased by 17. Now that's different than more than or less than. That says that this number, 5 times that number, is decreased. So that's what we're going to do. Decrease means subtract. So 5 times a number decreased by 17 is 53. This one does read in order of what it says with the words. You need to study the difference in when it says decreased by and more than or less than. This is how this one looks. So how do I solve this? I'm going to add 17, add 17. This will be 70, I believe. Or 60.